Hey guys, Anthony here from the Bloody Point. Here is a video showing a sequence of events that was, to me, interesting and somewhat unusual, but one of the subjects of the video found it boring, but I will let you decide. So here, myself, Loopy, and PK27, the hardest working men in Crowfall, are playing the Outpost game. Outposts are the largest source of points in Crowfall, despite what the Game of Thrones or War of Thrones would have you believe. And this will only be more so the case with the next map set, the Mega Dregs map set, where some of the zones have 30 outposts, which is crazy to contemplate. So I am here looking to see who is trying to take this outpost ahead. I've noticed it burning on the map. Now, one of the things about these outposts is that they've changed it in the recent past so that one person caps it at maximum speed. So you only need one person to run around and cap or decap or back cap these outposts. So it's very important not just to take the outpost back, but to kill the person, because they'll just come behind you and recapture it. So I'm going to see who this is. Approaching this from the height. Okay, there we go. So it looks like one guy. There's still one guard up, so he can't decap it. So I'm going to switch positions to go up onto the tower, where it benefits me being a ranged character. And also I can maybe prevent the decap. I'll just let this play out here for a bit. So as a ranged character, I have an advantage in this situation, of course. Now, there is an outpost to the east that's also being captured. I could go for that one, but like I said, if I let this guy get away, he's just going to decap other outposts, and it's going to be a problem going forward. So I'm going to decide to chase him. He's low health, so if I can get close enough, it won't be too much of a problem killing him. But getting close might be an issue. So if you look on the right, you'll see my buffs. I do not currently have any mounted speed buffs. The other issue is, because he's at the edge of my view distance, he could change direction and I could lose him. So I have to keep rotating my camera so I see further in the periphery. If you're looking to the right and left to the edge of the screen, you'll see a little bit further. So as you can see, I get flashes of his crest every once in a while, and that's how I know where to go. I'm also looking at the map to determine where he might head, avoid any obstacles, look for ways I can cut angles on him to catch up. This is very reminiscent to gameplay we saw a lot in Darkfall. Oh, I also have to avoid the hunger, so I do not lose my wind buff, which grants me an additional 3 meters range. In Darkfall, we had a lot of this kind of thing where you were chasing people on mounts, and you had to think ahead as to what angle do I take to try to make up the distance between us. Since we're both moving at the same speed, the only way I'm going to catch him is if I take a better angle through the terrain, and to do that you have to think ahead a little bit. So as you can see, there isn't really anywhere for him to go up here on the left, because he's at the edge of the map. He's not following a straight line. He's kind of zigging and zagging a little bit, which means that I am catching up. I'm going to try and maintain a somewhat straighter line, and if I can, anticipate where he's going to go. Very shortly I will make up enough ground so that I can actually see him fully, so I don't have to turn left and right, and I'll be able to get my reticle on him and get a distance indicator. Now, I'm going very far away from the outposts that were being taken south, so this is really not necessarily the smartest thing to do. That person down south could just as easily decap as this guy can, but you know, I've got the taste of blood in my mouth now, and I just want him dead. So, and the chase is fun. Now I'm getting closer. I do have an ability that can be used from the mounted position, which is the root. It's a 35 meter range. The thing with that is it's kind of an all or nothing. If I stop to cast the root, I get demounted, and if it doesn't stop him, by the time I exit combat and get mounted up again, he might be too far away. So if I'm going to use it, I have to make sure it lands. Now there's someone fighting to the left here. I can hear the combat sounds. Hopefully it's only one person. They don't see me, because this could get messy. They're actually quite close. I can tell from the dagger storm and the weapon sounds it's an assassin. Okay, so I look like I have a good angle here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that wasn't a fight per se, but it had to be done. Now, as I said, the person who I just killed here makes a comment, you'll see in general chat shortly, about me being boring. I talked to him afterwards. It wasn't really clear what he was trying to say there. I guess he thought that me chasing him was boring. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. For me, it wasn't boring at all. It was fun. It's a challenge to chase someone down like that, again, when you have the limits of the view distance in play and no speed advantage. Okay, so this, if that was, you know, gratuitous violence, this is probably even more so. Here's a Corvus fellow minding his own business, fighting this mob. I did not need to kill this guy, but I don't get to PvP that often these days, so I gotta take it when I can get it. Okay, unfortunately, with my AoE attacks, you run the risk of aggroing mobs, which is exactly what happens here. If anyone else happens to be nearby, I'm making a lot of noise, attracting a lot of attention, which isn't necessarily good, being, you know, very close to an enemy keep. So I need to get this done and get out of here. And this guy died to a dot. Fantastic. A little bit on him, not much. Uh-oh. Okay, this could be a problem. So as ranged DPS matchups go, I'm on the losing end of this because of the execute ability. I do have a lot of CC and stun, so if I use these correctly, I should be okay, but let's see. Two of those attacks missed. Okay, so I use something there, which is a feature of the way the Stormcaller attacks work. I'll talk about that another time in another video, but hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.